Hi, my bookish dragons. I finished Book Boyfriend and it was not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be this sweet little romance between this guy and this girl who was swapping notes in a book. And that is what is in this book, but it's a subplot. This is mainly following, oh gosh, what are their names? Gemma and Clara, and they are twins. And Clara is flighty, is always doing whatever she wants. She disappears off to New York for 5 years, and Jamie is the one that stays home. She's very methodical, she likes her routine, and Clara comes swanning back in and blows Jamie's world apart, is so crazy. She gets involved in everything and drives Jamie mad. But it was lovely to see the sister dynamic, because Jamie started to realise that as much as she thought Clara was this flighty, silly girl that never did anything and didn't care about anybody else, she started to realise that no, she did care about other people. She was a kind, caring person. Yes, she wasn't organised. Yes, she was chaotic, but that was just who she was. It wasn't that she was selfish or anything like that. And she started to loosen up a bit and start to realise that actually there is more to life than just a routine. Whereas Jamie, obviously being very routine orientated, helped Clara realise that actually having a routine didn't mean that you had to be boring, didn't mean that life had to be predictable and horrible and just not worth living. It was actually made life easier sometimes, and they really started to grow and really started to appreciate each other where they hadn't before. All they could see was their differences, whereas they started to realise that they had similarities and actually their differences could bring them together. And the book boyfriend subplot, the notes in the book, it was talked about, but it was, I'd say, if you boiled it down to how many pages, you probably got about 10-15 pages of that. But it was mainly a not a romance, sorry, a sister dynamic, I don't know, friendship and building, and it was really good. I was going in expecting one thing and I got another, and it took me a little while to get over that. I was like, well, where's this book boyfriend? It was being mentioned here and there in passing, and I was a little bit annoyed to start with. But then when I started to see the sisters for how they saw each other, and then how they saw themselves, and then how they grew, it was really, really good. And it was an easy read. It's easy writing style, and I would highly recommend picking it up, but just don't go in expecting it to be a romance. It's not. It's sisters finding each other and learning to appreciate each other with a little bit of romance. Anyway, have you read this? Let me know. Speak to you soon. Bye.